Hey, GenderqueerChat, Joe here. In a wooded area. How cool is this? I'm trying to walk more because, as you know, my energy levels are. So I'm just hiking on a trail. Google it. It's Short Hills Provincial Park near St. Catharines, Ontario. Yesterday I went to Toronto. I got to meet in real life in 3D Matt and Ricky, which was awesome. It was so nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed our little 30-second video yesterday. I had my sister in tow and we were just there for like an hour, but it was really nice to meet. Okay, so this week's topic, and because I'm in the woodsy trail, it's kind of on the other screen, so I'm just going to kind of do it from memory. It has to do with career. I love this topic. And has your choice of career been impacted by your genderqueerdom? And would it be, okay, let me try and remember it all. So first off, yes, my gender identity issues have definitely influenced my career choices. So for the first 10 years of my working life, I was a cataloger. I was a library technician, which is a very female-dominated industry. And I think one of the reasons I wanted to be in that field was I wanted to push buttons and make normal women question who they were just by the existence of me. You know, I always like pushing people's buttons just by being me and making people question, oh yeah, if she's that, why is she that way? I guess I should question why I'm that way. And I remember when I was in library school, when I was 19, we made some video about library stereotypes, and I had my hair in a bun and going shh, and it was really ridiculous, but I always hated those library stereotypes, and I always wanted to smash them. What else? My current career, of course, is computer tech. It's highly male-dominated. I definitely wanted to be in a male-dominated field because I always wanted to make more money, and I also just kind of felt like I would fit in better, I guess, because I did not fit in the library world at all. It was very, very difficult and complicated. Okay, I wish I could remember some like more of the questions here, but one of them was, do you ever worry about your job stability or whatever based on your gender? And I'm very lucky because I work for the school board, which is municipal government. We have, you know, equity laws in place. We have, you know, definite, not preferential hiring, but what's the word? Like anti-discrimination laws in place. And they cannot discriminate based on gender. Actually, a law just passed in Canada, including a lot of conservative members voted for it. It was Bill 279, you can Google it. It was to give transgendered people human rights. And it was like, you shouldn't even need to make a special law for transgendered people to have human rights, right? But for whatever reason, the language wasn't clear in existing laws, so they made a special one and it passed, and I'm so happy. So yeah, it violates human rights, you know, to be discriminated against. Now that doesn't mean that I'm not discriminated against on, you know, subtler ways, and but my boss would never fire me, I know that. Also, we're union, we can't really be fired, but I'm very, very, very lucky because in other jobs I've had, I've been, you know, I don't fit in. Let's face facts. I just don't fit in. And that's often enough to get rid of somebody, you know, for whatever reason that they don't fit in. Either just gender non-conforming being only a slice of that pie. The other part of that question was, okay, I'm going to go, let me see if I can go to it and come back. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. Just career in general. I know Dallas asked this questions about a year ago maybe, and we all did it, and no, it wasn't a year ago. It was when Jack Layton died. Would have been in August, I guess. And I actually remember because I had Jack Layton on the screen in the background when I was making the video. Strange thing to jog my memory. You can go back and check that. If I can find a link for it, I'll put it below. Also, I don't know if you guys caught, but last week, kind of off topic, but last week's video, I included 2 links in the description. You should go check them out. They were my face feminized and my face masculinized. Nobody made any comments on them, but I thought they were hilarious. And I also put the link, I think, for you to do it to your own face if you want to see what you would look like if you had more masculine features or more feminine features. I guess also what tea would do to your face if you ever went on it, or estrogen. Yeah, that was totally off topic, but that just had to do with putting links below. Because in last week's topic, I did put the links in, and they were highly amusing. My career, though, I'm kind of standing on a slope. This is how I should be standing, so I'm kind of trying not to topple here. Definitely my career has been impacted by my gender non-conformity. I never wanted to be an office worker. I think typically when women of my age, girls of my age, were coming of age, you know, in the 80s, you had a few life choices that seemed reasonable at the time, usually office work, secretarial, waitering, bussing tables, whatever. It seemed, I remember at one time to working in a factory, and I wanted to work in a factory because I knew it was a male-dominated. Although, it was weird because that particular factory was female-dominated. It was light assembly, and it was mostly immigrant women at the time. But I always found myself kind of drawn to careers that were off the beaten path. That, I might be allowed to be myself a little bit easier. I don't know if you guys know, but in 2008 I got my ACZ truck driving, bus driving license with the intention of becoming a long-haul truck driver. That never came to happen because the economy collapsed, and I have a good job, and you'd be stupid to quit a good job when the economy's crap. But I was going to be a long-haul truck driver, and I often hang out at truck stops when I'm traveling and sit at the bench part where, I don't know if you know that, but that's supposed to be for truckers. I don't think regular folk are really allowed to go there, but I don't know any better, and I just go and act obnoxious. And I've always kind of enjoyed talking to truckers, and I have a bit of a trucker mouth myself. I like the trucking lifestyle. In another incarnation, I might have been a truck driver. It's a bit of a hard life. I guess it's a lonely life, but I don't get lonely, so. Although Ricky and Matt and I were talking about this yesterday during our visit, because I don't consider myself to be an introvert, but I do like my alone time. But I thrive when I'm visiting with people. I get really chatty and really excited, and people really do bring me out of my shell. I get juiced up by being with people. I am a true extrovert in every sense of the word. So, my nose is running. Oh dear. So I should probably be in a career where I get to talk to people. In my current career, I do. Now, I've missed one part of the question. If I can, I'll do that later today from home, because I can't seem to go back to that part of the screen to read what the question was. And my nose is running, and I gotta get going. Okay, catch you guys later. Bye-bye.